That'll do there. So, it's just a thing now. It has to be done.
With it. Let's make sure I don't need to.
It's a crack off!
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Damn it.
Shit!
Hi guys, I was supposed to have Liam with me, but as you can see, he's no longer with us.
R.I.P.
Hello, and welcome to Max Level Games. How is it going, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's installment of the Max Level Games podcast. I am one of your hosts, Mr. James Walters, alongside the man, myth, and top or bottom of the leg's end, Mrs. Liam Malkin.
I thank you, sir. I do thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much. To our returning listeners, hey, how you doing? You know you want me. I know you want me. I want me too. To the new folks, this is the Max Level Games podcast. I fucked up so bad, but fuck it, we'll go with it. Max Level Games podcast, we sit for an hour, probably more, and discuss things with games, films, TV, music, occasionally music, comic books as well.
Yeah.
You find us on SoundCloud, YouTube, and Facebook as well. We have a Facebook page. We use it all the time. Facebook.com/Max Level Games podcast. So yeah,
up.
Yeah, hit the like on that, hit the like on this, follow us where you can. We appreciate every little thing.
We need the attention.
We love the attention. Last thing to mention, as you probably noticed already, this is a very mature podcast. We do not like to sugarcoat. Liam, language, sir.
It's
What's
English.
your fucking language? No, it's French, obviously.
Do my pale.
Do not sugarcoat things here. Unless those things are donuts, candy bacon, or cookies. Like shortbread cookies from Costco. Oh my god. So you have been warned. Welcome back, Squire. How you been, brother?
I've been good. I hate the fact I have to keep taking personal time away from this, you know. I really do.
Mate, it happens.
I know.
It happens.
It's what happens when you have a partner in another country.
Or a life.
Yeah. It's what happens when you have to travel.
and have a life.
But,
oh my god.
You know, I come back as soon as I can, and I tend to make it up to you off camera, but...
Yeah, we can't show that on here. It's
no, that's on the podcast.
way too inappropriate. I mean, we get inappropriate here, but that's way too inappropriate.
That's way too
That
inappropriate.
is next level R-rated shit.
That's why I shaved the back of my hair. I was sick of you pulling it.
Well, stop having such nice hair to be full. Jesus. So, as we always do, what's the first thing we do? We talk about games we played.
Games.
I don't know about you. Game. Singular.
Yeah, game for me.
Okay, so
this
to
week.
preface this, I'm back at university. Liam has just been doing all kinds of stuff, so not playing games. He's, again, having a life.
It's not so much having a life, because it makes out like I'm not dedicated to this. I love doing this. I love the fans. I love I love doing this.
But
I also have
other commitments.
other commitments, as in, again, I have to go to Ireland a lot.
Yeah.
That's personal, but if anyone who knows me knows why.
Yeah. And then there's also, like, just...
There's also, like...
True.
Yeah, there's also, like, a lot of personal stuff going on in my life, as in, obviously, trying to sort things out with my son and the womb donor.
Okay, let's move on from this swiftly, though. So, okay, well, I'll go first. I've not played much other than I've been working more towards Phoenix, right? As I say, I'm getting more into it. I'm happy to say that when I talked last week about how there was this other mechanic introduced where you could tell when people were lying to you and then have to try and present them with evidence to counteract that lies. That's still a part of the game 2 episodes later, so I'm happy about that.
LA Noir, man.
I'm never going to play that. I have no interest, to be honest.
You really should. If you like that game, you will love LA Noir.
I don't know.
Give it a go.
I might consider it. If I find it on sale, I'll consider it.
I will finger
Or
bump
better
if you
yet,
don't.
if it comes on PS Plus one time, I'll get it then. But
I don't think it will, because it's still, weirdly, people still actually play the game and pay for the game.
I don't know, but it came out last gen and the remaster only came out like this year or something, didn't it?
I'd give it a go, genuinely. I would suggest it.
Like I said, I'll consider it. I will consider it at some point in life.
That means you ain't going to play it.
Maybe not. But yeah, so Phoenix Wright. I enjoy Phoenix Wright. Yeah. I've been playing more and more. I still get stuck though where I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I've also not resorted to using a walkthrough yet. Touch wood on the second game. I've not used a walkthrough. I don't plan to.
Yeah.
But you, sir.
Me, sir.
What have you been playing?
I, sir, have been playing your friendly neighbourhood webhead, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man does whatever Spider-Man can.
Is that you finding it?
I am absolutely loving it.
Okay.
It takes you back to your childhood. Remember the PS1, PS2, all them type of games, all the Spider-Man games. Then it brings you back to that time when you were a kid, just swinging through Manhattan, loving every moment of it. Like, I'm Spider-Man.
Can you see what I mean? Like, when I keep saying, like, I don't touch the fast travel system.
Oh, no, I do not touch that.
No.
I've done it once, and that was because I had to.
I was going to say, there is one, like, tutorial section where it's showing you the fast travel system. You have to use it. But,
yeah, I've used it once.
The only time I used it after that is because there was a trophy attached to it. That's it. I think it was only like 5 times though. Use it 5 times, something like that.
I'll have to look into it because I want to try and platinum this game.
Yeah.
I want this to take my platinum virginity.
To be fair, I said this a few weeks ago when I did platinum it myself. I mean, not to like piss on your bonfire or nothing, but
it's an easy one to platinum.
It's not the hardest thing to platinum, no.
I suppose it would be.
It just takes a bit of time with anything else.
Playing the game longer. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh god, no. Yeah. I don't want to do that.
No one wants to do that. No. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
So how far are you into
it? Self-personally, I'm not that far into the story.
Okay.
I've just mainly been taking the piss flying.
Flying? Spider-Man can fly now?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. That's just like swinging around, start doing all the like little crimes that you can stop.
Yeah.
Just doing all kinds of side quests. Can't go into too much detail, obviously, but all the other little tiny things that are dotted around the map.
Yeah.
Like, I've been doing mainly all them. I've been doing a lot more of the side mission to bulk up my character and to try and fill up those trees.
Yes.
You know, skill trees
and the suits and stuff.
Yeah, to try and get all them. As I said, I'm trying to platinum it, so I don't want to rush through the game.
No.
I want to actually enjoy the game.
That's fair.
So I want to do all the side quests and all that first.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
But
that's basically how I did it as well.
It's so fun not to play the missions.
I know.
You just swing around all day and you can just...
I'd love to like properly at length discuss the story with you though. Like when you finish it. So when the time comes we record this and you have finished the game, we will do a
I'll probably finish it tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'll just binge it.
You're gonna binge it the entire night?
Yeah.
Why not?
And just go right through it. I'll finish the story. Just so you can have a discussion on it. How's that sound?
That sounds good. I know next I'm planning to get my head around Mad Max, finally. I'm going to sit down and commit to Mad Max.
I finished Mad Max.
Yeah, I remember you saying a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I finished it. It's... Open world-wise, it's a great game.
Yeah.
Story-wise...
Yeah, I don't know. I never really looked at it for the story, really. I've only in terms of the films, I've only ever seen like the very original Mad Max and then Fury Road. I've skipped 2 and 3. So... I've actually got the collection.
So you've missed the Thunderdome and you've missed Beyond the Thunderdome.
Yeah. I will watch them at some
point. Why
point.
don't I just slap you right now?
Because that would make a loud noise for the sound quality, and that makes a bitch to edit.
Yeah, good point.
Good point. So yeah, I'm looking at Mad Max next. I also picked up a Lego game I'm going to try as well. Ooh. It's not Lego Incredibles because I've still not got that fucking game yet, which is annoying. There's also another one coming out soon. DC Villains coming out. I think actually on the 19th. Funnily enough. So I might play that as well. But yeah. So game wise this week it's just been dead quiet.
It's been a dry.
The worst part is I've actually picked up new games to play, but I
just haven't played them.
I haven't played them yet. I finally picked up Detective Pikachu from my DS. Because I played a demo of that ages ago. That really intrigued me. Plus it's just weird.
Detective Pikachu.
And the funniest part, you know about the live action film, don't you? They're making a live action film of it.
They're making a live action
Detective Pikachu film, yeah. And you know who's playing Pikachu?
Who?
Deadpool himself.
Ryan
Reynolds playing Detective Pikachu.
Ryan goddamn Reynolds.
Yeah, I know. To be fair, a lot of people were like, "Oh, we should get Danny DeVito to play him. That would be funny."
That'd be so cool.
That would be fucking perfect. But no, it's Ryan Reynolds. Not that he's going to do any worse. I think he's going to be brilliant.
Do you know what I think? Who I think would have been like a really good character for it?
Who?
Robert De Niro.
Oh,
Can you imagine Robert De Niro trying to be Pikachu? No, just picture that thought in your head for a minute, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Hey, Pika. You know what I mean?
It'd be certainly interesting to watch. That's exactly that.
Think about it, every film he's in, he's some sort of mob boss.
Yeah.
Or mob-affiliated character. Can you imagine Pikachu being a mob-styled Pikachu?
Well, to be fair, he's got like a little detective hat like Sherlock Holmes in the game, so it'd be even funny if you got someone like Robert Downey Jr.
Or Benjamin
Benedict Cumberbatch, yeah, to do Sherlock style. But then it'd be weirder because he'd be English. I'd be like, what?
I know, can you imagine Pikachu with an English accent?
A little British.
Just sitting there, just like, Pika.
No, he does speak. He actually speaks English. It's weird because I think from the demo I played, the character you play as, I think his name's Tim or something like that. Yeah. Only he can hear him. Everyone else just hears a Pikachu and sees him with a little hat on. So I don't know. I've not played the full game yet. I don't know. But that's not. But anyway, that's.
We wandered. We wandered.
As I say, the play this week is pretty sparse. But we make up for it for film news because it's been a fair amount this week. So.
Fair's putting it lightly.
Yeah, fair is putting it very lightly. So we'll start off with some bit of Marvel news. We have some news on Avengers 4, to do with the reshoots that have quote unquote finished or still going on. I'm not sure. So the first of a couple rumors is that the reshoots are being centered around changing the fate of the Guardians of the Galaxy. As we know, Guardians 3 is on indefinite hold.
Yeah.
No ideas when that's going to pop back up again for any such reasons. So there's rumours circulating that the reason they're doing these reshoots is to change maybe off a few of them, namely one Dave Bautista. Because
come on, just because he opened his mouth to fucking the big bad
he's been very vocal against Disney, so they're probably just going to be like, nope, we can't stand for this. Get out. But
you know what? Disney needs to stop fucking being such a shitbag. Except they fucked up. Except that they can't turn round. I've said it once and I'll say it a million times. Disney supported the Nazi regime.
Well, it was Walt Disney himself, really.
Walt Disney, yeah, alright. But
he's a bit of a known anti-Semite.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a known anti-Semite. They can't turn around and go, oh, you said something offensive on Twitter 10 years ago. Yeah, but didn't you say that didn't happen? No. We just forget about the 40s. You know what I mean? No, you can't do that shit.
Yeah, but there's also other rumours to suggest that while then maybe they are editing the Guardians, maybe they're not. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're obviously just finishing off the film, which is no real big shock, really.
Not really.
Reshoots are very common in Hollywood.
They happen all the time. Let's be perfectly honest.
I mean, pretty sure Venom just had a few reshoots. X-Men Dark Phoenix has had a few reshoots. So
it's not even that. Like I said, it's a common practice in Hollywood to do reshoots. I mean. Okay, yeah, this scene looks great. But when we just change this slight thing, it's going to make it look better. That's classed as a reshoot. Yeah. It doesn't mean the film's gone shit. It doesn't mean the film's like, oh, they didn't get it right the first time. It's a catastrophe. No, it's...
No.
They're trying to improve it.
Yeah, I would say it could just be a case of they get to like the editing room floor to look at things and it's like, you know what, that doesn't work so well. We could change that. Yeah, that doesn't work so well. Let's call these guys back for a little while, just edit it a bit more.
Yeah. Should we go with Plan B? Let's see how Plan B plans out.
Yeah, of course.
Doesn't mean it's a bad film. It doesn't mean it's a fucking great film either, just because you've changed something.
No, I think that's what a lot of people are worried about with these rumors saying that the reshoots are to finish the film. Is people are like, oh god, Marvel have finally tripped up at the final hurdle.
Yeah, no.
It's just like no. I mean, to be fair, it's been said numerous times. This is going to be a big film for Marvel because, as it's also been said, it is effectively the end of what we know so far.
Yeah, they're taking it from they're taking it from the Earthbound heroes. The end
into space.
Space. Where no one can hear you scream.
Confirmed Dead Space crossover.
Yeah. I was thinking more Alien.
Oh yeah, that too. To be fair, that's a Fox owned property which Disney may or may not own soon.
Oh.
Xenomorph shows up and fights the Avengers.
That'd be, even Thanos is like, oh shit.
Mate, I would pay any amount of money you want to watch a Venom versus Alien film.
Yeah. I'd love to Venom, Predator, and Alien all going on.
Oh my god.
That'd just be... I'd have to wear my white pants.
Imagine the symbiote getting hold of the Predator or the Alien.
Oh my, can you imagine Venom attaching itself to a Predator?
Yeah. That'd be pretty metal.
Oh, can you... No. Think about it. Xenomorphs already gone in the head.
Oh, yeah.
They're not the most sane creatures. They kill their own to escape a fucking confined trap. Because the blood's acid, so two of them gang up on one, kill it, the blood drips down, then they use the hole that the acids make to escape the tunnel.
I don't think I've seen that film.
Well, spoiler alert.
Oh, well. Too late now.
Yeah, but... So that's... They're not right in the head as it is. So can you imagine attaching a symbiote to that thing?
Pretty metal.
That's not metal. That's
Steel.
That's nightmare inducing. That's stuff that you wake up in the middle of the night in hot cold sweat going.
Exactly. So I'd pay to see that film.
Yeah, I would.
Or even like as a cartoon, I'd watch it regardless. But,
if anyone's good at coming up with stories and editing videos, cartoon wise,
do it.
Do it. Send it to us, please.
We will share the shit out of that thing.
We'll share the shit out of it, and I will literally be a sex slave for you.
Well, there you go. There's incentive enough as it is.
Liam will be
free
a
sex slave. Yeah. You'll be the Kyle Gass and Tenacious D's Pick a Destiny.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, but the next piece of news is similar to the last one, but it's more to do with Spider-Man than anything else. So Far From Home, as we know, is still sort of going on right now. They're still filming that. It's also been said that Jake Gyllenhaal is part of the film as Quentin Beck / Mysterio, but we actually have an image of like on set of...
Well, we don't.
Well, no, we don't, but you can see it on screen now if you watch it on YouTube, and you can probably find it on Google if you do a quick Google search. Of someone in a very Mysterio-esque outfit, minus the fishbowl head.
I mean, it's got the purple cape.
It's the purple cape.
The golden gauntlets.
Yeah, the whole aesthetic look of Mysterio.
Yeah.
And although it's
missing that fishbowl head.
Yeah, it's just Mr. Fishbowl, the iconic fishbowl head. Although it's a bit blurry, it does look an awful lot like Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, it looks that much like Jake Gyllenhaal. You could go, look, it's not from a distance, it's Jake.
Yeah, and you get real close, like, oh no, wait.
Oh wait, no, it was Ryan Gosling.
I can't believe you got those two mixed up.
They look so generically like each other. Come on.
Okay, I'll give you that. But to be fair, one's blonde and the other one's not.
Alright, so that's the only... The actors, they change their appearances to fit films.
I can honestly say I've never seen a blonde Jake Gyllenhaal.
I can picture it though.
I couldn't.
I could picture it.
Not unless you went like Eminem level blonde, where it's just like bleached.
Bleached.
That'd be funny though.
Maybe if Eminem wants to ever do a recreation of 8 Mile.
Oh my god, yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal in there.
Yeah, but that wouldn't work because Eminem wasn't fucking ripped as shit in that film. And we seen how ripped Jake Gyllenhaal gets for films.
Alright, sad. He can lose a couple of pounds.
He's not Christian Bale, fucking hell.
That was heavy.
That was heavy. That was ridiculous.
No, I'll tell you who was worse at losing the weight and getting dead anorexic for a film.
Jared Leto.
No.
Well, he did, but yeah.
You've knocked my brain now.
Dink.
Alright.
Matthew McConaughey.
That's no.
Yeah,
that's him. That's him. Shut up. Hit me again.
Dink.
Thank you. No, but yeah, him in Dallas Buyers Club. I watched it a couple of nights ago. Oh my god, the story.
That's the one that Jared Leto got an Oscar for.
Yeah, because he was in it with them as well. He plays a transgender male going to female.
Yeah.
But oh my god, Matthew
McConaughey.
Yeah, he's
keep with it, man. Keep with it.
He's like that.
He's a twig.
He's proper. Like, I looked at him and just went, that can't be healthy.
Yeah, but it's like, have you not seen that image of Christian Bale when he went all fucking...
Yeah, and he does like the whole skeleton thing.
Yeah, that was creepy.
That was terrifying.
It's worse when you realise that's not special effects.
No, that.
Yeah.
He physically had to go to rehab and everything to get back to his...
Well, yeah, I remember watching a video about like a list of actors who went to extreme lengths for roles that had damaging effects on their bodies and stuff. And he's on it along with Jared Leto. Because he gained a lot of weight to play another role like back in the day of like a hacker or some shit.
Oh, I don't know.
No, neither do I. I would have to look into that a bit more.
I know the one who played Sam Ganji.
Samwise Ganji from
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
He actually had to put weight on and became morbidly
obese.
Yeah.
What, for Lord of the Rings itself?
For Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay.
Like, he was too skinny to play the role, so they told him to put weight on.
That's the best instruction ever, isn't it?
You know what I mean?
Pizza!
But that was the thing, it wasn't like put weight on, bulk up. It was like...
Get fat.
Basically.
You know what I mean? You couldn't just stuck a fat suit on him. No. It's too much money.
No, just... You spend all your pizza on...
Spend all your wages from this film on pizza. Yeah, why not?
Fuck it.
Okay, next piece of Spider-Man-esque news is to do with the animated Spider-Man film coming out this year, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Which, at first when I saw it, the first time I saw the teaser for it, I was like, the art style looks weird. But now I watch it a bit more, I'm more into it.
Yeah, I liked it.
Because it has that comic book-esque vibe, but also, like, it's going
It's
for
like you're
3D.
Watching a live comic book, as stupid as that sounds.
Yeah. Well, that had a new trailer drop, I think it was yesterday even. We've both watched it, and
We both loved
We
it.
both think it's pretty fucking good.
We loved it.
I know. It shows off there's a lot more Spider-Man in the film, because obviously we know it's about Miles Morales' Spider-Man.
We know Gwen Stacy's Spider-Man.
She showed up.
Woman.
Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, Spider-Gwen.
She showed up in the last trailer before this one. We knew Peter Parker was going to be in it as well, as like showing the ropes and stuff. But now we've seen that Spider-Man Noir is going to be in there, voiced by Nicolas Cage.
Which, believe it or not, I actually think is amazing.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be the first film that people are going to go, Nicolas Cage is a good actor.
I mean, to be fair, in the trailer we saw, you only saw him for a brief second. He spoke for like even less time than that, so we don't know how he's going to be in it, but it should be pretty funny.
And then
Spider-Ham was in there as well. And then there was also, I don't remember what continuity it is from, but there is a continuity where Spider-Man is essentially a little Japanese anime girl in a big mech suit. And that's in the Spider-Man that's going to be in this film as well.
Yeah, because I remember that lands and he'll just go, this is getting weird.
This is getting way too weird.
And then Spider-Man comes in. No, it gets weirder.
Yeah. So I think I'm looking forward to it. It comes out on the 14th of December.
Yeah.
At least that's what it is in the UK. There's also as well, an add-on to this story, there was a reference, an Easter egg in there to Marvel Spider-Man for PS4.
Was there?
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to go back and watch it like frame for fucking frame. But I don't remember. There was a scene where they were on like some kind of cave thing and they had like Spider-Man suits lined up on the back wall.
Yeah.
If you look carefully, you can see the big white spider from Spider-Man PS4 on there. So,
enough.
I mean, we'll go back and watch it after we've done this.
Of course.
And if we can get a good screen grab, we'll throw it on the video as well for this episode, so you can see that yourselves. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it looks pretty good.
I really am looking forward to it.
But moving on to...
Just as long as I don't hear that. No, not the bees! Not the bees!
Oh my god, if they throw that in there, that'd be fucking brilliant. Or even just like Spider-Man Noir is just like, I don't like bees.
Yeah, I don't like bees.
Oh my god. Okay, this is moving on to an opposite end of the spectrum here. We're gonna look at Venom. Venom. That actually right. So apparently it's out now.
Yeah.
I was under the impression it came out on the 5th, which is this Friday.
Yeah.
Apparently it's out now, which is ridiculous. So the first piece of news was about the reviews. So when it comes to journalists and news outlets and stuff, when they get early looks at games and films and such, but they have a certain date where they can't, which they can't reveal anything public until that date. It's called an embargo. The story here is that Venom's embargo was today, the same day it came out.
That can't be good.
It's never really a good sign when the review embargo is the same day the film comes out.
Yeah.
So that's cause for concern, really. And the reviews that have come out so far overnight, at least over the morning period we've had so far, they're not the greatest.
They're kind of mixed matched.
Yeah, I mean, people. There's those out there who love it, who think it's actually pretty good. A few missteps, but what film doesn't have its missteps?
Yeah, exactly.
And there's those who just, and this is where it's the real kicker in the balls. They're comparing it to Catwoman from back in the day with Halle Berry, and some people even saying, and it pains me to say this, people are saying it's worse than the Fantastic Four film. The most recent one we had, that was an awful pile of shit. People are saying it's worse than that. Now, full disclosure, we haven't seen the film yet.
Yeah.
I'm still going to watch it regardless because I fucking love Venom.
It's Venom.
Okay, exactly.
It's every childhood's like, they wanted to be Venom. I don't care.
So
everyone wants to be Spider-Man, but deep down inside, everyone. They have the choice.
It's like when people play like superheroes in the playgrounds. The kid who gets to play Spider-Man, whoever gets to play the villains, like, I want to be Venom.
Yeah, I want to be Venom.
Just hands up, Venom.
Yeah.
Playing Venom. Don't give a shit.
Unless you were that really twisted kid in the corner going, I want to be Carnage.
So yeah,
that was me.
Probably was. Yeah.
I wanted to be Carnage.
Yeah. So I'm still going to watch it. I know you're going to watch it as well. We'll make our own opinions, and by the time we see it and can discuss it on the podcast, we'll do that.
I hope we have opposite opinions on the film. I genuinely hope we have opposite opinions on the film.
Well, like you said before, what was it you said about going into the film?
Going into the film, I'm going to go into the film with a negative attitude. If it's shit, I'm going in with the attitude that it's going to be shit. That way, if it is shit, I'm not going to be surprised. I'm not going to feel like I've wasted my money.
Okay.
If it turns out to be a fucking masterpiece, which it's out, but...
Well, yeah, but if you go in with low expectations, then I guess you can only really go up from
That's
there.
what I mean. If I go in with rock bottom expectations, the only way's up, really.
Myself, I've said this to you as well, but I'm going to go into it with the most neutral mindset I can, because I say I'm pretty biased. I love Venom.
Yeah.
So I'll try my best to just kind of like take the film as it is, or anything else. I'm not looking forward to what it can be or what can come of it, but to do with Venom, though, it's also been revealed that there was about 30 to 40 minutes of the film taken out. Okay, so this is the whole story here. Tom Hardy was being interviewed by a site called Comics Explained, and they asked him what were his favourite scenes to make in Venom. And the quote goes, here it says, quote, "There are scenes that aren't in the movie. They're like 30 to 40 minutes worth of scenes that just aren't in the movie, all of them. Mad puppeteering scenes, dark comedy scenes, you know what I mean? They just never made it in."
Yeah.
So he's basically saying that they filmed all this extra footage that he really enjoyed doing. Maybe he just enjoyed doing it, but it didn't really pan out so well. I don't know. But either way, those are his scenes that he considered the favourite things to see that they're not actually going to be in the film themselves, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, I'm all thinking about the poor fucker. They're those favourite scenes. He's played them. He's probably gone home and he's like, "Oh, babe, there's going to be this scene in the film and I love it. I can't wait for you to see it." And then he's had to come home the next day going...
And the film comes out and he's like,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so about those scenes I told you about...
They couldn't go in there.
Cut out. I mean, we've said this a few times. I hope to God that as and when there's a home release, a DVD Blu-ray, we get those deleted scenes. Or it's R-rated as well, yeah.
Or at least it's more than a PG-13.
Yeah. I mean, I don't wish to go into any spoilers here, but I will say other fan favourite characters to do with Venom are teased in a post-credits scene. And you and I have already discussed that you cannot do that character.
You cannot. There's no absolute way
you can make him
You
PG-13.
can make him a PG-13.
No.
Without going into too much detail and spoiling it, that character alone... without the symbiote,
is R-rated.
He's not the nicest of people.
No, of course not.
And he could not be PG-13.
I mean, of course, as I said, we've not seen this film. These reports that this cameo/tease is in the film is, again, just reports, until we see it ourselves. But if that's the case and they're leading up to that for a sequel film...
Well, that would actually make sense, because remember me and you said that Woody Harrelson's going to be in the film.
Yeah.
But we could not spot him at all in the trailers or
No,
anywhere.
he's been very well hidden.
So that would make a lot of sense at post-credits.
It would, yeah, but I guess we'll just have to wait till we see the film. I'm hopefully going to go sometime this weekend, I hope.
I'm going to go and try and see it this weekend.
Yeah. Okay. And then we have one more thing to mention to do with Venom. Tom Hardy claims that what they're doing with Venom is basically going to be the Venomverse for Sony.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of an odd duck to look at, because...
They don't have Spider-Man.
They don't have Spider-Man, so are they going to try and take classic Spider-Man stories with other villains and stuff, but replace it with Venom? Because...
Well, they've already replaced Venom's origin story, haven't they?
Well, yeah, they have, but I mean, like... Okay, so, like, the comic book series is where, like, Spider-Man no more.
Yeah.
You can't really do Venom no more, because, obviously, the suit is alive.
Yeah.
So you can't just, like, dump it in the trash and be like, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
And then Kraven's Last Hunt, which, to be fair, featured the black suit in the comics.
I mean, I suppose you could use Venom in fucking Kraven's Last Hunt, but will it fit? That's the problem.
I know that there is actually another series out there, or a few issues of a comic, where Kraven actually did hunt Venom properly. So if they were to take inspiration from that, it might work, but I'm not sure. See, when I think Venomverse, I think...
Because weren't the Punisher also hunting Venom down as well?
Probably at one point, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, so... Oh, that'd be amazing.
That'd be pretty cool. But when
sorry to keep going through.
Right.
I would need the Punisher from the TV programme.
John Bernthal.
Yeah, I'd need it. You couldn't... He's the perfect Punisher.
I know, I can't wait for season 2, which is apparently supposed to come out sometime this year.
And I keep waiting for it, because...
Which is ridiculous, because we've only got 3 months left of the year. 2 months left of the year.
Exactly.
I mean, Iron Fist came out last month. Daredevil season 3 is coming out on the 19th.
Daredevil's coming out soon.
19th. Which is Friday. Not this Friday, not next Friday, Friday after. Which I'm looking forward to. I love Daredevil. It was a great fucking series. Yeah, so...
It was a great movie. I don't know what you're on about.
I actually like the film. when I think Venomverse, I think of the recent comic series where, like, there's loads of different heroes that have been symbioted, for lack of a better term. I've yet to read it. I really want to read it.
As far as I'm concerned, there's been a lot of characters that have been symbioted.
Yeah, there's been a few, yeah. Because you know, there's like a Wolverine symbiote, Wolverine Venom. There's a Deadpool Venom,
Captain
Rocket
America.
and Groot. Yeah, I think Captain America gets venomed at one point.
Venom
symbioted. At least it's not symbioted.
I know, it's symbiote.
Symbiote.
That does my fucking head in that, you know.
I know. I hope to God they cut that out in the final film. If we go into the cinema to watch that film and she says it once, I'm gonna go no. Just shout at the screen, it's symbiote, you stupid... Nah.
You fucking slut! This is why your mother doesn't love you.
Wow. Very dark. Okay. So, moving on again. Fox and the X-Men films and stuff. We know for a while they've been really trying to get a Gambit film made with Channing Tatum.
They've been trying.
That has been up and down for fucking years.
It's been up and down like Magic Mike on a strip pole.
Exactly. And now it's been reported that by producer Simon Kinberg that it's going to be a rom-com, a romantic comedy film. It will have a sex comedy vibe, which is an actual quote.
That is an actual quote.
Yeah.
That's the sad thing.
He hopes that the film will start filming early next year. And even though, obviously, with the Disney Fox acquisition looming overhead, he says that Fox are still working on their superhero movie projects, which makes sense, I guess, until the dotted line is finally signed. Business as usual.
Right, just out of personal opinion.
Okay.
Do you want Gambit to have his classic look from the comic book and the TV animation?
The trench coat and the headband and stuff.
Or would you prefer him to be more like he was in the latest Wolverine film?
No, you mean
Not the latest
X-Men
one.
Origins Wolverine.
X-Men Origins.
The film we don't talk about because of Deadpool.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'd like... It comes back to that same thing we discussed about fucking Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. It has elements of the classic, but it does a new take on it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't hate Joaquin Phoenix's new Joker's look.
Yeah.
I do not hate it. It's just, I can't get my head around it at the moment, if that makes sense.
Well, yeah, but I mean, to be fair, you've only seen the still images. We'll look at some the footage that came out, like people filming the filming of the film.
People filming.
Too many layers.
Oh God! It's
I'll
like
show you
Inception.
I'll show you that in a bit. But I think he looks interesting anyway.
Yeah, it definitely brings a more darker vibe to it.
Yeah, they're going quite gritty, I believe.
I hope they do, because they need to start going more gritty and bitty with. I get the comic book heroes and the nice and they're all like.
Well, Joker's certainly not.
No, but even even the Joker in the comic books, he does some evil things.
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
It's like they're scared to do it in a film.
I remember that comic you let me with Joker to do with the death of the family arc. That was pretty metal.
Oh, the one with the plates and all that.
Yeah, and the fucking faces.
The
and stuff.
face are wrapped
to
up.
be fair, there's a recent comic series called Batman Metal where they're all like knights and shit.
Yeah.
And Joker's like a dragon. I'm like, I want to read that too. That looks pretty fucking weird.
You need to watch the fucking samurai one.
What, Batman Ninja?
Yeah, you need to watch it.
I'll get around to it at some point. So moving on again. Deadpool 2 came out this year. I liked it.
I loved it.
I thought it was pretty good. It's being reported that this December we're going to see it come back to theaters for a short while as a PG-13 edition version of the film.
How do you PG-13 that shit?
Well, this is the thing. There was a post shared on, I think it was Instagram, by Ryan Reynolds of Deadpool recreating a little scene that looks out of The Princess Bride. I think, was it Princess Bride or Princess? I don't know, Princess something, and that was PG-13. I don't fucking know, but either way, they're gonna tone it down, and I'm not sure how I feel about this.
I don't agree with it.
Again, this is allegedly under Disney's instructions over Fox. Let's not use that to bias your opinion on the matter, but just for a second, just pretend that this is just entirely Fox doing it themselves. Why do you think they do this?
Personally, in my personal opinion, I don't think the second film done as good as the first one. So I think what they're doing with this is putting it down to PG-13, releasing it back into cinemas, allowing the audiences that were too young to go and see it. Mm-hmm. It just opens a wider spectrum of audience to go and watch it. Mm-hmm. It's a business move more than an entertainment move.
To be fair, I think one of the reasons it didn't do so great is because it opened 2-3 weeks after Infinity War.
Yeah,
which,
let's be honest, everyone was still hyping off that.
Everyone was still hyping off that. That was in theatres for an entire month, maybe longer. So
it's also, I don't know, did it get put in a movie time slot at the wrong time? I don't know.
Yeah, I think most films kind of took a wide berth from Infinity War, and any ones that didn't take a wide berth,
I kind of flew under the radar.
Exactly. We don't know what they are.
Like, try and name a film that came out around about the same time.
The literally only one I can think of is Deadpool 2.
That's it. And everyone only knows about Deadpool 2 because by some mere shocking... No, not even shock, because it was an amazing... The first one was amazing. The second one got advertised. Everyone was hyping off that. But everyone was hyping more off Infinity War. So it was just kind of like... It held its own, but it definitely wasn't.
Yeah, it sort of stood its ground more than anything else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It definitely didn't outdo anyone.
The re-release is likely, like you said, just to sort of open it up and see we can make a bit more bank off it. But I feel like going back to these allegations that Disney are telling Fox to re-release it as a PG-13 cut, it could just be that Disney are trying to gauge whether Deadpool as a character can work as a PG-13.
Yeah, but that's only because Disney is scared to do any sort of R-rated films.
No, I understand that entirely. Well, yeah, because Disney is a very family-friendly company.
I get this, that it's a family-friendly company, but if you're going to start buying out Fox and you're going to start buying up these, for lack of a better word, not family-friendly companies,
characters and
franchises, you've got to stick to that. You've got to hold your guns. I get the fact that if you want to release, if Disney itself wants to release any films, as in like an original Disney movie, we get it. Do your princesses, do your knights, do your love stories, do your Moanas, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is a fucking amazing film.
It is pretty good.
But, you know, the Disney film, it's always the same, innit? Oh, my family's in trouble, or oh, I'm in trouble. I've got to do this long adventure. I have a sidekick like Animal. I've met a hero, and now we've defeated evil. Hey. That's every single Disney film ever. Every single Disney film ever. Where if you're going to start going into comic books, and as I've just said, comic books can get dark and twisted and gritty. It's like, say for instance, that one I lent you, that Death of the Family. Yeah. There's a scene in that where a young lad wants to be part of a gang, with like a Joker style gang. Yeah. And basically, he tries, he fails, and he doesn't want to be part of them anymore. And because he's got his face tattooed. Oh yeah, I remember that scene. He takes a shard of glass and cuts his whole mouth. Yeah, I remember that whole section of his mouth off.
Oh yeah, that was pretty dark.
When I seen that, I was like, damn! Yeah. So, you know, if they're gonna be writing it in comic books, which by the way, comic books don't have an age rating on that I know of. Yeah. So
I mean, well, you can get comics that are tailored more towards children, but generically you'd get mature themes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But that's what I'm trying to explain. So if they're alright, if we can write them on that, and we can fucking show images like some fella cutting his face off. Yeah. Sorry, Disney, you've got to stick to your gun. You've got to stick to the. That's what, as an adult, ish.
Technically. By the law.
Yeah, by law, I'm an adult. So by law, by an adult, I want to go and see the nitty gritty. That's what gets me excited. That sounded wrong. Deadpool R-rated. It's like, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay, should we move on?
Yeah.
Okay, so oh god, this story makes me laugh so fucking much. Okay, so X-Men Dark Phoenix, right? They released a whole new poster this week, or like between now and last Wednesday, and they released a brand new trailer to say, look, here we go, we're making an X-Men film. It's coming out February 14th. It's coming out the 7th of June. 7th of June, 2019. Okay, so, yeah, the film's been delayed again. 7th of June. To fill up that slot of the 14th of February, they're now going to put Alita Battle Angel, which is like a action film. I get to show you the trailer for that. It looks pretty good.
No, actually. I had a little look at it last night. Like it's got like a weird animated feel to it as well.
Yeah, she's got like a whole very anime appeal to her face.
Like it looks cool.
Everyone
don't
else
get me
looks
wrong.
Pretty like standard.
Yeah, it looks cool though.
Oh yeah, definitely looks cool. That's going to fill in that space. That was originally going to come out on the 21st of December this year. Gambit, as we said, which is another film that is apparently still happening for some reason. Right, let's be honest. Right, just take a note for a second right now. A little side note. If I was to go out and say to just a bunch of random casual people in the street about superheroes they know, do you think how many of them do you think are actually gonna know who Gambit is?
Like just average people.
Just average Joes.
Alright, so
I can throw out names like Spider-Man, Iron Man, Batman, Superman. Let's go a bit more wild and say Cyborg or The Flash or Green Arrow. They'll know who they are.
They'll know who they are because of the TV programs and all that before. I'm not going to lie, I didn't know who Green Arrow was until the TV program, and then I looked into it.
Yeah.
So, as an average person, because that is, like, technically my view on the whole situation, I have, like, an average view. That's what I bring to this.
Yeah.
No.
Gambit, exactly.
Unless they watch the cartoons religiously as a kid.
Yeah, unless they really, 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 really remember those cartoons for every detail.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people will know who Gambit is. And
no,
I don't think they'd be the first people... If you were to ask me, I'd be like, yeah, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, fucking Iron Man. I'd name all the basic...
The big name heroes at the minute, yeah.
And I'd sit there and you go, what about Gambit? I go, oh, yeah, Gambit. It's not the first thing that pop into my mind until you told me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then everything flooded for me. That's because I did watch them cartoons religiously.
Yeah. But apart from those cartoon appearances and his comic book appearances and that one brief moment he had in X-Men Origins Wolverine...
Which we don't talk about.
Gambit is a character that I don't think anyone's really asking for.
It's not, and it is. It's a character maybe that... And I hate that I'm going to quote this so badly.
Go on then.
He's not a hero that we want.
Not the hero that we need right now.
But he's the hero we need.
Okay.
We need something to change it up because, again, as much as they've all got their own little twerks, like Iron Man's got his little cocky attitude, Spider-Man's got his little nerdy ways,
Captain America's is
by the books,
like right kind of situation, yeah.
You know what I mean? We need that type of like.
It'll be different if it comes out.
It'll be like as you said, it's like a mercenary type character.
But it's supposed to be a rom-com as well, though.
Yeah, he's an X-Man, an X-Men.
X-Men for hire, yeah. That's what he is, sort of.
You know what I mean? What, you need me? Okay, pay me and I'll be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That type of attitude he's got.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what we need because he's still a hero. He's still... this is what confuses me.
He still does good things. It's just more for his own benefit.
Yeah, for his own benefit. So he's not evil. He's not good. He's not even an anti-hero. What the fuck is he?
He's Gambit.
Gambit.
That's it. But as back to what I was saying though. So the Gambit film was set to release on the 7th of June 2019. It's now coming out the March 13th, 2020. So it's coming out even further away. They're actually, I mean, like they're holding on to this Gambit film project with like by a fucking string. That's it. They're not letting go.
We got this.
We're not letting go. We will push it back until it gets fucking made. And now December 21st, as we said, it's going to be released the PG-13 cut of Deadpool 2. We'll see how that turns out. I'm really not sure how that's turn out.
Like a turd in the wind.
I mean, if they re-release it on DVD as a PG-13 cut, I'm not going to buy it again.
No.
For one thing, I'd rather watch it. I'd hope they'd put it on like a streaming service relatively soon afterwards. But we'll see how that matters. So moving on. Very little DC news. We have to talk about Netflix. So we all love Netflix. I love Netflix.
I love Netflix.
Netflix is a good friend.
Netflix and chill.
100%. So DC Universe is a streaming service that DC are creating themselves. They're putting their own original content on there, including the live-action Teen Titans program, which so far has a bit of controversy around it, i.e. fuck Batman. And I'm not going to lie, the first image is a Starfight. She looks like a bit of a prosy. You've not seen, have you? I'm going to have to show you these images. Right, to give it its dues, before anyone bites my fucking head off, the first images we saw of her, she looked like a prostitute. The new images don't look so bad anymore.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just preface that. But yeah, so that's going to come out there. But the problem is DC Universe is only in America, and we are not American. So we don't get that. But thankfully, Netflix has swooped in and acquired the rights to stream it internationally.
I mean, I don't want to offend anyone, but I'm kind of happy I'm not American.
I mean, they seem to get more things than us first, though, which is annoying.
No, I mean, yeah, fair enough. I think Americans are proud to be American.
Yeah, I'm proud to be British.
I'm proud to be British. Well, English.
Yeah.
I know people. Like I said, you get patriotic about your own country. You know what I mean. Mm-hmm. So Americans can love themselves. As an Englishman, I love being English.
Okay.
I know a lot of Irish people that I love to be Irish and hate the English.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I mean, I'd like to live there one day, but that's more for as a work sort of basis thing. Like that's where all the big
things are.
things are. So
yeah,
as I was saying about Netflix and DC, yeah. So the DC Universe streaming service is going to have Titans come to it on the 12th of October. So that's actually not far away at all. It's the 3rd today. But the Netflix version for international audiences does not have a release date yet, so that's gonna have to wait. Unfortunately, I believe I could be wrong on this.
Could be wrong.
I could be wrong. Could be correct and wrong at the same time. The DC Universe version of Titans is going to be like a weekly release rather than dumping an entire first series on us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that though.
I mean, yeah, I do and I don't, but that's because I'm of the age of Netflix where binge watching is how I basically survive now. If I can't
my flex.
If I can't binge watch it, I don't watch it. Full stop.
Well, you don't watch it until at least the first series is completely out.
Precisely.
Yeah.
I don't watch any show till the series is done, with the exception of Game of Thrones, because people won't shut the fuck up about it.
Game of Thrones does me head in as well.
It's back next year, isn't it?
I don't care.
Oh yeah, because you're not a fan, are you? Well, that's fair. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm not gonna rant about it to you. But
I don't like it just for the simple fact that, and I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. It's basically an absolute rip-off of Lord of the Rings, except the dude shags his sister.
It's a very blunt way of looking at it. Yeah, fair enough. You did watch the first series, didn't you? To give it a try. Okay, that's fair. All right. Well, we'll move swiftly on before anyone else comes down to put our head on pikes.
Just I'm trying to find where it sounds better. Because I feel like I'm kind of muffled.
In the middle. Like there.
Yeah.
Keep it. Yeah. Okay. Technical difficulties there, folks. Okay. So the Hellboy reboot, that's a film that's on its way out, starring David Harbour from Stranger Things. You know, the police sheriff guy.
I know.
So he's going to be Hellboy. And the funny thing is, if you look at images of him as Hellboy, you wouldn't fucking know it wasn't Ron Perlman. They look at the spit of each other. It's ridiculous. So that was allegedly going to come out in January of 2019. Unfortunately, that's been delayed as well to the 12th of April. So
this was going to come out today, but unfortunately we got delayed as well because everyone else, it just seems to be like the trend.
It's just it's a thing now to delay things.
That's what I mean.
It's just a trend of all things.
Everyone's just playing hard to get, really, aren't they?
Yeah, like no. You can wait a bit more.
Yeah,
just a little bit longer.
What do you think I am? Some sort of common whore?
Yeah.
Fuck you too.
Are. I mean, all this is according to the Hollywood Reporter. It's coming out. I mean, I know one thing as well. This Hellboy film is going to be R-rated, which makes me happy.
You sure it's not going to be PG-13 by the week we get there?
Oh God, don't. That'll be fucking horrendous.
It just seems that just seems to be a trend. Yes, we're R-rated. 1 week before release, we had to turn to PG-13.
We're PG-13 now, guys. Come on, who wants to be R-rated? Really?
It's just being R-rated is so old.
It's so overrated. Yeah. Moving on, we have a little bit of Game of Thrones news that's to do with Sophie Turner, who also plays Jean Grey in the X-Men films.
Bang the shit out of it.
100%. 110%. So she was speaking to IGN about Game of Thrones and how obviously I think they've actually finished filming now.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I think everything is done. She says, and she suspects, quote, a lot of fans will be disappointed with the finale, and then a lot of fans will be over the moon with the finale, which is expected of everything, really.
She said basically just have a box of tissues.
Essentially, yeah.
I mean, some people are going to be using
context. Yeah. In a different context, have the tissues. She also said that literally the last page of the script just read "End of Game of Thrones," which I guess for them was a very tear-jerking moment, not a jerking off moment, Liam.
Oh,
yeah, wrong kind of moment. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
I told you, didn't I, about Halle... like, we're jumping back a little bit. I did tell you about Halle Berry getting a Woody for a Catwoman.
Yeah, we discussed this last night.
I mean, she didn't turn up and accept it. And for people that don't know what a Woody is, it's pretty much an Emmy for the adult industry.
Was it?
Yeah.
All right.
A Woody is pretty much like an award. It's like the biggest award you can get in the adult film industry. And Halle Berry. Yeah, that's a porn name.
Because that's the target.
Yeah. But yeah, she received one.
Okay.
But shockingly didn't turn up to accept it.
I wonder why. She didn't turn up to accept her Woody. She was too busy hanging out with Buzz, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buzz.
Good hell.
It's Andy's mum's toys names as well, Buzz and Woody.
Mm-hmm. So, nearly
there now.
I can't get that image out of my head. So the last few bits of film news is, and this is shocking to me because I didn't know that this was actually happening. They're making an Elton John biopic film called Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
Starring Taron Egerton as Elton John. For those who don't know who that name sounds familiar to those out there who don't know. So he was Eddie the Eagle. He was Eggsy in the Kingsman films. He's in the new Robin Hood film, which comes out in December.
Yeah.
He was the voice of the gorilla from Sing.
Yeah.
Which proves he can sing, because he's also going to be singing the songs that Elton John wrote as well.
Right, we discussed this yesterday, but something has to be wrong with it.
I know, it's not fair.
It's not fair. He's good looking. He's fucking British.
He's British.
He can sing. He can dance.
He can probably dance. I don't think we've seen him dance yet.
He can probably dance.
I mean, he's athletic as fucking Kingsman, so he can probably dance, let's be honest.
Yeah, he's got a great body.
So, where is the fault? There must be... Everyone has a weakness.
He's got to be hung like a hamster. He has to be hung like a hamster.
Well, I don't know about you. I'm not about to Google that. So if you want to do that on your own phone, that's fine.
I mean, by all means, I will. Just to give myself some satisfaction.
I know what you were trying to say.
Yeah.
Just to try and satisfy yourself that he has a tiny penis.
I just want to know if I'm bigger than him. That's the one thing I want to have over him.
Yeah.
Or he's got to be at least a 2-pump chump. You know what I mean? Like in 50 Shades of Black.
What?
Haven't you seen 50 Shades of Black?
Isn't that the parody film?
Yeah.
No, I've not seen it. Isn't that one of the Wayans brothers in it?
Yeah, you need to watch it. There's a certain scene in it, like, where he goes, "I'm about to give you the thunder." Okay, don't move. You know what I mean?
I think I should watch this now.
He needs to do that. He needs to be like that in the bedroom, because it's not fair.
I know. So yeah, he'll perform the songs himself by Elton John. Elton John's going to be a producer on the film, as well as David Furnish and Matthew Vaughn, who was the director and writer of the Kingsman films, I believe. And the actual director of the film is a man called Dexter Fletcher. He is the director. It's also going to star Bryce Dallas Howard from Jurassic World. Richard Madden, not fully sure who he is, and Jamie Bell. Jamie Bell. Sorry, Jamie Bell.
Jamie Bell. Why does that ring a name? Why does that ring a bell?
I don't know. Do you want...
Man's the pun.
Okay, do you want to Google it there quick? Okay, so...
What's his name? Jamie Bell.
Jamie Bell. He's also going to be in the film. The film is set to come out on the 31st of May 2019, so we've still got a bit of ways to go on that yet.
I was so worried then.
Why?
I went on my internet and hoped to God that my pornography didn't start playing. That would have been just like... Mate, shut up!
I'm telling you need to start closing these tabs. It's ridiculous. It's embarrassing.
I find a porn that I like, I keep it open. I like to go back to it.
Okay, fair enough. I can't argue with that logic. As you said, yeah, so the whole point of this story is that, that it's a film that's been made. We have a screenshot of Taron Egerton as Elton John. So
that's why he looks so familiar.
Why? What? Let's have a look.
He's the dude from Jumper.
Oh yeah.
And Billy Elliot.
Oh, the Scottish one.
Yeah, him. He also played an SAS soldier in the biopic of. Remember when I say remember? Like I wonder if you learned back. 'Cause we weren't born then. When the British Embassy the Iranian embassy took over and the SAS had to storm the building.
I've never seen this film, but...
No, it's not a film, it's an actual thing.
Oh, okay.
It's a biopic of that.
Okay, well, it's still a film.
But yeah, he plays an SAS soldier now as well.
Fair enough.
It's on Netflix, that's it. I'll try and remember the name of it and I'll suggest it next week to everyone.
Okay. Well, I'll probably get to watch it at some point, maybe. And the last piece of film news to talk about is to do with Tom Hanks, and he's set to play Mr. Rogers in another film, sort of like a biopic, because there's already been a documentary film released, and there's a biopic coming out, I think, next year. So we have an image of him as Mr. Rogers, and the resemblance is fucking uncanny.
Well, hey there, neighbour.
I see. The problem is, like, this is Mr. Rogers is a very American kids program, so we have no connections to this whatsoever.
We don't, but we have
the internet.
We have the internet, which sort of connects us to Mr. Rogers. We don't have an emotional connection as the Americans would, because obviously it spanned from 1960-something to 2001. Yeah, I mean, that's what...
I think he passed away in 2003 or something.
Yeah, that's 40 years. So obviously a lot of Americans have grown up with this Mr. Rogers.
With Mr. Rogers.
So I can imagine them to really, really love this. I'm going to watch it because it's Tom Hanks.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
He's an amazing actor.
He's like Hollywood's nicest man.
Yes, he's so nice. He seems like the type of guy that if you punched him in the face, he'd apologise.
I wouldn't go that far, like, but yeah.
No, he does. He seems like if you went, boom, you go, I'm sorry for making you feel that angry. You know what I mean?
I do remember seeing this one story or like a meme at some point where there was a couple who had the like wedding party in Central Park or something like that, and he went jogging through Central Park and got a picture with them on their wedding. I was like, that's really nice. And then there's another jokey one where he's in a bar somewhere, something like that. This is going even further back. He's in a bar somewhere, and there's a couple of friends, and one of them is so drunk he's passed out on the table, and Tom Hanks takes a picture with them passed out. And I'm just like, imagine waking up the next morning and seeing that on your phone, like, what the fuck did I do last night?
How gutted would you be to flick through? I was absolutely gazeboed. And next minute you just go, is that on Tom Hanks?
Oh fuck!
I was asleep.
I could have met goddamn Tom Hanks.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, that's it with the film news this week, guys. We're gonna move on now to the gaming side of things.
I think Bill Murray is like the next nicest guy I can think of.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I miss Bill Murray. Wish he was in more things. The last thing I remember him being in was in that Netflix
was the cat? No,
Christmas special thing.
The last thing I ever remember seeing him in was in a cameo for that god awful reboot.
Oh yeah, that. No, I swear we had a Netflix Christmas special after that.
I haven't seen it. That's what I'm saying. That's the last thing I've seen him in.
Yeah, me too. Unfortunately. Such a shame.
An all female Ghostbusters. The feminists are taking over. I'm an adult virgin.
No, but real talk though, that film was god awful. 100%.
And to be honest, it's not even that it was an all female cast. It was just the film was awful.
The film was pretty bad.
Like even if they brought males to play them, it was just a bad film.
I don't know. There's also that the rumours going around of another film where they were going to have a mixed cast or another rebooted cast of males Ghostbusters to then cross over at some point, and they were throwing names out there like Chris Pratt and Chris Hemsworth and stuff to be in there.
Yeah, but Chris Hemsworth played what's his name in it, didn't he?
The Secretary Man, the blonde.
Yeah.
To be fair though, I will say this about him: he was fucking hilarious.
He was hilarious.
Fucking brilliant.
It was.
So, yeah. Okay, but moving on. Let's not poke this bear anymore. Gaming news. The first piece of gaming news is there's an old PS3 title / 360 title called Mark of the Ninja that is being remastered for PS4 and I assume Xbox One.
It was an amazing game.
Never played it, but it looks really good.
No, seriously, it was. It was weird because it incorporated modern day stealth tactic mission games with old school
2D side scrolling.
2D.
To be fair, the videos I've seen, the artwork looks fucking beautiful.
It's amazing.
It looks a really good game. That's coming out on the 9th of this October.
Yep.
It will include special DLC as well. And there was a launch trailer showed off recently that showed off even more few things to do with it. So while it's not a game I've played previously, I'm definitely going to look into it. Especially when it comes on sale. Maybe even full price, depending on how much full price it is. I'm very curious.
I can't see it being too much because I think even with full price on the PS3, it was only like 30. No, like, sorry, not 30, like 20, 25.
I really don't remember, to be honest. So we'll find out eventually. You done? Yeah. Next thing up, to talk about is Telltale Games. More sad news, unfortunately. So, The Walking Dead's the final season has been pulled from sale from practically everywhere. There was a quote on, I think it was GOG.
GOG.
I'm not sure what the site is, but look into GOG and there's this quote here. It says, quote, Telltale has requested a temporary pause of the sales of The Walking Dead final season. For all up-to-date Telltale news, please refer to their official Twitter page, which I'm surprised is still up because obviously the company's gone under. When we first saw this story, it had been taken off of Steam, the PS Store, and the Xbox Live Marketplace.
Yep.
And then we looked into it ourselves to see it was still on the Nintendo eShop, and it is not. It is not on the Nintendo eShop, so literally you cannot buy the game anymore at all.
And they just need to stop like lawsuit acts and stuff like that.
Well, like I said, there are a lot of people who are very angry at the fact they bought the season pass and they aren't going to get a full product of 4 episodes of the final season. There has only been a few instances where people have actually had refunds and stuff, but at the same time, people are all just very angry they can't finish off the product. But then people are even more angry the fact that Telltale are trying to finish the game without paying their employees severance. So it's a really Telltale can't do anything right now.
Right now, Telltale are they're not even up shit creek without a paddle. They're up shit creek without a paddle and a hole in a boat.
Yeah, they've got a hole in the boat and there's sharks in the water and they're bleeding out.
Oh mate, they're fucked.
100%. The only way they can fix this thing now is to sort out their employees first.
They're not going to be able to sort out their employees though because they've let as we're about to go into in a minute. Mm-hmm. In the next bit, there's all kinds of people have been let go.
I know we discussed this last week. there was it was 250 plus employees gone. No one had any severance. There was reports of a skeleton crew still there to work on finished projects, which at first people were saying, oh, they're there to finish off The Walking Dead. Yeah. No, apparently they're there to finish off Minecraft for Netflix. So there is actually more details being released about the lawsuit that someone's filed against them, which is honestly entirely justifiable. But at this rate, if they've just gone bankrupt out of nowhere and had to sack everyone instantly, I don't think they're going to get any money off them anytime soon. So
they might not get any money off them anytime soon, but what it will entail is next time, if they do. So it's kind of it's going to be more of an investment for them to be suing them if they do go into business and they do get big again.
Yeah, they're going to get some money off them.
The first payments, they're going to be getting chunks took out of them to give to these lawsuit acts.
Yeah, definitely.
So
okay, moving on slightly. Red Dead Redemption 2. This news came out, funnily enough, like not a few hours after last week's episode. It was revealed of the install size of how big Red Dead 2 is going to be. It is 105 gigabytes.
Yep.
105 gigabytes of space on a PS4 and potentially Xbox One. It's not been revealed yet. It was shown off on a PS4 Pro bundle edition of the game. That it'll be 105 gigabytes. Obviously, I say no word on Xbox install yet, but it's probably going to be the same / around that same ballpark. Some people speculated that it's just a case of the game itself. The game itself will be so many gigabytes, but then updates and installs and the online feature as well will end up being 105. So it might not be 105 at launch or as on the discs and stuff, but we'll have to wait and see. It's only coming out in a few more weeks, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
End of October. So. Oh yeah, and in the same reveal, there was a talk of. In the same reveal, they were talking about how the online component will support up to 32 players.
That's about average.
That's pretty good size, really. And as well, there will be select online content which will be exclusive for PlayStation 4 for 30 days. So if you get it on PS4, then you're gonna get extra content for the first 30 days. And then Xbox and PC will get it for it as well. Another rumor to do with this game is to do. It's a smug ass face. Another rumor to do with this game is to come in from GameSpot because they showed off buying the game from GameStop in America, and basically the thing people looked at with this is that the game box looks particularly thick for a PS4 game title. So it's led some people to speculate that because of such a huge size of install, the game's going to come on 2 discs. We haven't seen this generation yet.
We haven't, no.
This PS4 and Xbox One, as far as I'm aware, have not had a game release yet where it's come on 2 discs. So,
I think the only game I can think of that made 2 discs last generation of games was when, unfortunately, Liam was in his dark place and had an Xbox 360.
Yeah, I remember.
Was it LA Noire? That's the only one I can think of.
I think that had a few that had a few multi-discs on Xbox 360. I know Final Fantasy 13 had a few discs on 360 as well.
Fucking blame it.
Okay, fair enough. But I remember there being a few disc games a few disc titled games for the 360. But I don't remember there being any for PS3. I can't remember fully. I could be wrong on that. If I'm wrong, please correct me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 2 discs for this game. But I mean, to be fair, it could just be the image itself. It could be stretched.
It could just be stretched, but to be fair,
we'll only find out when the game comes out.
That's it.
So.
All the science adds up though, as we found out. Blu-ray discs can only hold so much. It's 50 gigabyte, weren't it?
Yeah, something like that. 50 to.
So with 105,
60. You would effectively need 2.
Or
the install, the day one update thing would be fucking huge.
It's gonna be massive.
Unless you had high-powered internet that could download gigabytes in mere minutes, you are not playing Red Dead 2 on day one.
Yeah, you're not.
Unless you get it really early in the morning and have the entire day to let it update and then get into it. But
yeah.
That's a long-winded way to get into the game. Okay, moving on. We have to talk about Fortnite for a second because this is way too fucking funny. This is fucking brilliant. Okay, okay. Now I'll be straight with you guys. I don't fully understand this whole season business that Fortnite does, but I know that they're about to or have just launched season 6 of Fortnite, whatever. But in this update, they quote unquote accidentally included boob physics. Jiggle physics in Fortnite.
I couldn't hold it back anymore. I'm so loaded.
Fucking boob physics.
How do you accidentally go through all the trouble to make boob physics? And then, Oh no, we
released the update with the boob physics. Oh no.
It was so accidental. No, I can tell you what happened. Everyone who's working to make Fortnite are clearly virgins and pervs.
Wow, tell her how it is, man.
I'm preaching.
Preach.
They're all fucking virgins and pervs, and the only way they can get off is by making boob physics. Going to the...
Okay.
And then someone's accidentally put it in the system, and they've got, oh shit, that was me wank bank. That's the only physical way you can accidentally put that in this game system.
Oh god.
Otherwise, you did that shit on purpose.
Well, either way, Epic Games, the developers of Fortnite, have told IGN, that's where the story came from, that it was, quote, unintended and embarrassing, to say the least. And they're going to look to remove it, quote, as soon as possible. So
not like now, not like tomorrow.
No, it's not like something they can just get out like right now. It's just something they can take a little bit of time. Just take that.
You know exactly what's happening, don't you? You know exactly what's happening.
What, all the fucking 13, 14-year-olds who playing it are having a wank?
No, all the 13, 14-year-olds are like, oh, dude. Like, they've noticed and like, dude, you need to get on Fortnite.
You know, Fortnite, the boobs.
The boobs wiggle.
The boobs wiggle. The boobs.
And then his mate's going, oh. And then he's downloading it, playing it, realising that he's going, oh. Dude, you need to get on Fortnite, the boob jiggle. So then his mate's going to go and download it. What it is,
mate. Right, it would be so funny now if, like, after the stories come out, it would be so funny if the next news story to come out was like,
they took it out.
no, in fact, they took it out now. Fortnite sales boom overnight even further.
Exactly.
The game gets 10 times more sales than before.
And then the fella who's running the whole company that runs Fortnite's going to be like, guys, we're going to have to take a little bit longer to get these physics out. We can't seem to find the bug.
Yeah, this bug's really hard to find. The boob physics, god damn it. I mean, they're just so
goddamn hard
to get out. So just take your time. Just make sure you get it right.
Yeah,
even if it takes.
We don't want this to fuck it up.
Yeah,
you just take your time. Don't mess the game up by trying to get rid of these physics.
Fucking boob.
We get it, okay? But take your time. Keep the game perfect.
The fuck is this Dead or Alive beach volleyball? Have you seen that game? Have you seen fucking hell?
The jiggle factor on that.
They have a mind of their own. Never mind. Calm your tits. Never.
Even no, I can't remember what game it was, but I remember watching a game and the tits physics, the boob physics were that bad in the game. Yeah, she turned and the tits stayed still.
No, it's you telling them to calm the tits. I'm like, I can't. I physically can't.
I've tried for years. I do yoga.
Oh man. Whew.
Okay, that
so moving on.
Boob physics.
For those of you who still have your PS3s hooked up and still play PS3 games occasionally, basically me and you, there are a few games that are going to lose their online functions as of the 25th of October 2018. So the first game we have on the docket, or the chopping block as it was, is PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, which was essentially Sony Smash Brothers.
Chop.
I mean, I liked it. I thought the game was pretty decent.
I thought it was cool. You could play as Big Daddy.
Yeah, and Dante and Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter. That's going to be losing like the matchmaking and online features. So like, if you want to,
so basically couch matches,
couch co-op and solo campaigns.
Yeah, that's all still left.
Still in the game. If you have a copy of the game, you can still do that. But as of 25th of October, you can't go online anymore.
Yep.
Twisted Metal is another game losing its online functions, which is a shame. It's not really. I never touched the online functions, but still, you can still play co-op on the couch or in the campaign.
Yep.
But as I say, if you want to play online, matchmaking wise, you're out of luck. So between now and the 25th, get your matchmaking out of the way if you want.
Yep.
And the last game, this is a bit of an awkward one, is a game called Warhawk, which is a game I never heard of, frankly.
I heard of it, but as I've said, it was kind of a... Because it was online only.
It's an online only matchmaking game.
Yeah, because it was an online only matchmaking game, and there was other games that were released on the PS3 with exclusives. It sort of flew under the radar.
Yeah. Like
God of War came out around about the same time. It did. You know what I mean?
On the PS3?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, God of War 3, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, but see, so this is where it's difficult because it's an online only game. You can't effectively of the 25th of October. You can't play it.
It becomes obsolete.
Essentially, unless you can play LAN parties.
Yeah.
which is, I believe it stands for Local Access Network. I could be wrong on that.
I think it's something along them lines.
I'm not that nerdy, unfortunately.
Be more nerdy.
I don't know what WLAN stands for. Okay, I don't know these things.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I'll just cry myself to sleep tonight.
It's okay. Come on, Woosa.
So we're going to move on now to one of my favourite franchises of all time, Kingdom Hearts 3. It's only a brief mention, don't worry, guys.
I've never played this, so this is all you, brother.
No, okay, so it's only a brief thing to mention. We already know that the song by Utada Hikaru, Don't Think Twice, will be in the game. That's his like signature song, because all the songs in these games are fucking brilliant. But that's allegedly the closing song of the game, so when the credits roll, that's the song you're going to hear. The opening song is called Face My Fears, which more often than not is a bit of a remix version, sort of upbeat version of that opening song, which has always been done by Utada Hikaru. Whereas this one, Face My Fears, is a collab between Utada Hikaru, saying it for the third time, and Skrillex.
I bet you couldn't say his name 10 times. Pissed though.
It's a girl.
Her name then.
I can't even say it once without having to probably pause and think about it. Utada Hikaru.
Yeah.
Utada Hikaru. No. I got 3 in, that's it.
You're starting to sound exactly what you sound like. You're retarded. You're retarded, Rikaku.
Yes. So she basically wrote all the songs. The opening song of Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be a collab between her and Skrillex. I'm very intrigued by this.
I'm not. I hate Skrillex.
That's absolutely fine.
I hate dubstep.
You also don't like Kingdom Hearts because you never played it.
It's not that I don't like it, I just haven't played it.
Fair enough. If I had the collection, I'd happily lend it to you, but I don't. So
it's fine.
Well, I actually got it on PS3, but if you play it on the PS4, it's a bit more smooth.
Yeah, okay.
So, like for instance, there's a feature in the second game called Drive Forms, which essentially make you a beast mode for a limited time only. The loading times in the PS3 version is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It takes like 7 seconds to turn into the drive form, whereas even in the old PS2 games, it was done like that, and in the PS4, it's even faster. So there's actually a video comparison on YouTube of comparing how fast it takes, but that's non-matter. So Hitman 2 is coming out in November.
Whoop, whoop.
Not a fan of the Hitman series. I've never tried them, so I can't say I hate them, but I'm not interested. And I can see you are, clearly. Calm down, boy. Calm down.
I get to kill people!
Again. So apparently the last Hitman game to come out was an episodic release, if I remember correctly. This one's not. It's just a full-fledged game.
Don't talk about that.
Fair enough. This one's just a full-fledged game, and the news here is that Hitman 2 has gone gold. You don't remember what that means, do you? Do you remember what that means? He does remember what it means. That's your sign to say you do, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, for those who don't know what gone gold means, when publishers and news outlets say that a game has gone gold, that essentially means a finished product of the game is out there in the wild. It's being put onto discs, put in boxes, the cover art's being printed, it's being shipped out to stores everywhere. Obviously, between now and the release date, the publishers will iron out any kinks and bugs and stuff, but a base game itself is out there. Yep. So, look forward to that.
I am.
Moving on to a rumour that has caused a bit of excitement over the last day or so. There has been leaked footage on YouTube, which is now gone. If you try and find footage of it on YouTube, you essentially lose. Well, you can't.
You're wasting your time.
It's all been
basically
copyright claimed by Warner Bros. Themselves of a open world RPG Harry Potter game. Now,
I don't know about you, it sounds absolutely amazing just saying that out loud.
Now, see, that's the thing. I'm not really a big Harry Potter fan.
Neither am I.
I used to be when I was younger. But
Neither am I,
I'm
but
not.
Team Slytherin.
No, it's Gryffindor all the way.
Bitch.
It's a lion.
And what?
A lion will eat a snake for breakfast.
And the poison inside the snake will kill the lion.
Well, then you know what? We both take each other out.
Yeah, but then you've just killed yourself for the mere fact of trying to kill me.
Regardless of the fact, is a Harry Potter game potentially in the works. And it seems more and more credible it's in the works because, as I say, all the video footage out there of games and stuff has been taken down and copyright claimed by Warner Brothers Entertainment. So, it's also allegedly being developed by Avalanche Studios, who made Mad Max on PS4. They've done the Just Cause series, all 3/4 of them.
The Hunting, the Wild Hunt.
Not the Witcher Wild Hunt, but like...
No, not the Witcher
the
Wild
Huntsman,
Hunt.
Something like that.
No, it's an actual game called The Wild Hunt, where you actually are the hunter.
Yeah.
You are just someone hunting deer, elk, stuff like that, but then they've also made one called The Hunt Primal, where you're hunting dinosaurs and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Which, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but the open world aspect of it all is amazing, even to the point, like, as we mentioned with Red Dead, if you're standing downwind from an elk that you're trying to kill, it will sense you and move.
They're also working on Rage 2 as well, alongside Bethesda, which is It was on the website, but I'm pretty sure that's who they're working with. I know. I'm looking forward to it. It looks pretty good. So if they're working on this, we know for a fact they are good at open world games. Bethesda, though. Meh.
Fucking meh.
I like them. That's it. You love them. I like them.
Whore.
I know, right? So yeah, that's, as I say, this is all total rumors for now. Grain of salt all the way, guys. Until we have official word or any actual official reveal, do not take this as gospel.
Nope.
Moving on, PlayStation Experience, which is essentially Sony's own E3, which happens usually around December every year, is not happening this year. They have decided to forego their convention in December, which I don't have the full details and quotes in front of me, but Sean Layden essentially described what it was, and the gist of it is
they pretty much showed everything they've got at E3.
Essentially, yeah. There's nothing really new to show off. They're literally just showing off more of what we already know. And frankly, for things like Days Gone, there's already a lot of game footage out there to show off.
Oh, it looks like pornography.
I think Sekiro and the likes of Ghost of Tsushima, they're still working on that, so there's not much to show off there. Again, it'd essentially just be a show of, here's what we're working on that you already know about.
No, it wouldn't even be that. It's like, to be fair, they're not going to show something that they're working on that we know about already. It'd just be more like, here's a little bit more information about The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Here's a little bit more information about Days Gone.
Let's just be a showcase of here's what we already have coming down the line that you want to see. So
that you already know about.
Yeah. I mean, I remember PSX last year, that's when they revealed The Last of Us Part 2. And that was, that was a brilliant moment. So there's not, it makes sense why they're not doing it.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a shame, obviously, but at the same time, it's just entirely understandable, which is.
I mean, there's no point in wasting all the money trying to get all the venues set up and everything.
No,
just to show us what we already know. Because let's be honest, a lot of people know that they're not going to be showing any more stuff off, so not a lot of people are going to be coming to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it just makes sense logistically. It's a shame, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, but moving on again. Fallout 76 is coming out, I believe, next month. Sometime next. Yeah, next month because it comes out alongside.
It's next month.
Yeah, near Pokemon and Spyro and stuff. I can't remember the exact date.
It's next month.
Yeah, November. Now, if you remember back a few weeks, well, probably a few months ago at this point, when they were saying how they won't have cross-platform play with Sony because Sony are being dicks about cross-platform play. Yeah. Well, now Sony have said like, oh no, okay, well, fine. You guys have yelled and screamed enough.
You just want it.
We're gonna fucking do cross-platform play.
And now Bethesda are basically being babies about it.
They're not going to do cross-platform play of Fallout 76. Although, maybe not. It won't be at launch or in the beta. Let's just say that. Beta and launch, you can't cross-platform play. Maybe further down the line?
Yeah, but I think this is, as we were reading into it, it does seem like Bethesda didn't have the mindset of having a crossover platform.
I know. It's annoying because Todd Howard, who everyone recognises like the face of Bethesda, he was the one who's basically pointing a finger at Sony and saying, "Sort your shit out, or you're not getting our game."
Yeah, we're not doing a cross-platform. We're not doing a cross-platform if you don't sort your shit out.
There was one quote we saw in the video we watched that said either everyone gets cross-platform play or no one gets cross-platform play.
Yeah,
so it was the case of while some people were crying, like
everyone was sort of just aiming the anger and rage at Sony, and then Sony have finally gone, "Yeah, okay, fine, fuck yous, yeah, you just can have it." Mm-hmm. And now Bethesda's like sort of being put on the toes, on the back burner, going, well, you just haven't given us enough time to sort it, so we're not doing it still.
In all fairness, it is like 7 weeks from launch.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, I don't know the logistics of how much it would take to install that kind of thing into a game, but
no, that's what I mean. I get that, but it's like, to me, it just seems like they've tried blaming Sony so they don't get hate through at them, but now Sony have gone like, well, fuck it, yeah, it is. They're like, shit, we've got no one to point fingers at now. Right, we need excuses quick.
Yeah. Well, essentially, the one who's been fielding all these comments online is Pete Hines, who is the Senior Vice President of Global Marketing and Communications at Bethesda, which is a very big title. So yeah, who's been
for a little guy.
he's the one who's been
5'6".
Fair enough. He's the one who's been like getting a lot of abuse on Twitter, being like, why aren't you doing cross-platform play? You gave Sony all this shit. Why aren't you doing it now? And again, as I say, it's probably a case of they didn't really anticipate Sony changing the stance this
probably
close
not.
to launch.
I don't think anyone expected Sony to change the stance, to be honest.
No, not really.
Yeah, like without getting too racist, the Japanese, they're quite stubborn.
Well, it was the senior. It was like one of the CEOs of Sony. It was like, we think PlayStation partner with Fortnite is the best place for play. It's the best place to play for users.
Yeah.
We think the users, this is what best for you.
Yeah.
So
that's what I mean by stubborn. They think they know right.
A little bit. But we'll move on again now. We're nearly there. So we've talked ad nauseum about Rocksteady and whatever the fuck they're working on next. It's allegedly Superman, but now allegedly it's not. It's Justice League. According to a 4chan post, they're working on a Justice League game for the next generation of consoles.
When are they going to release this game?
Well, there's still rumours saying that we're going to hear something about it early next year. But again, grain of salt all the way. This Justice League game has been rumoured to be called Justice League Crisis, Justice League New Crisis, Justice League Infinite Crisis. Yeah. I'm getting a theme here. Crisis is regardless. Justice
Do you reckon
League.
they're just trying to hint like what the state of the studios in at the moment?
What, Warner Brothers?
Yeah. In a fucking crisis.
We don't know what to do with our franchises and films. Just make a game, please.
Just make a game. And the fella walked in and he was like, what are we going to call it? Justice League? Just as he was about to finish, the dude was just like, we're in Crisis!
Call it Crisis. No, New Crisis. No, Infinite Crisis. No Crisis. Ah, god damn it.
God, we're in Crisis! Justice League, we're in Crisis.
Yeah, Justice League. Fuck it.
we'll figure it.
The same post suggests that we're going to hear more about the game, and in fact, which is the least sort of credible part of this entire post, we're going to hear about the next generations of Xbox and PS5 or whatever. We're going to hear about them early next year. In fact, no, specifically, we're going to hear about the next Xbox before the end of the year, which, bear in mind, is only like 2 months left of the year. And then we're going to see a full reveal early next year, with PS5 to be revealed around 2019 too. I don't believe that in the slightest.
No, I don't.
It would not make sense.
Nope, no, it would not, sir.
Because they still have big titles. Well, at least on the PS4 side of things, they still have big titles to come out in 2019. So it would make no sense. It would be a very bad move, in my opinion, to reveal anything before you've had your big heavy hitters come out.
Yeah.
Although it'd be funny if they did. Say Last of Us 2 came out other half of 2019, and then they start talking about the PS5, and that released early 2020 or halfway through 2020, and then they ported Last of Us 2 over to the PS5 again, like they did with the original Last of Us. So,
I hope not.
No, me too. I hope not as well. And the last thing we're going to talk about, Liam and I are going to talk about Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which at the time of recording, I think is actually out now. I think it's out very soon.
God, we've got to deal with this awkwardness, haven't we?
I think it's out now. Let me just check on this. But regardless, while I'm checking on when the game is actually out, the story here is that people have talked about the length of the campaign itself. Now, I assume from just like playing the campaign straight, which is semi-impossible from what I've heard. Yeah. The campaign is said to run at least 40 hours. Which is a
reasonable size.
Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty reasonable size for a game.
I'd say it's a reasonable size for a game of this magnitude.
Okay, so it actually comes out this Friday, 5th of October.
That's probably where you got the Venom and that mixed up.
Probably is, yeah.
Yeah.
So it is, yeah. 40 hours for the story. Obviously, it's the same as Origins, where you have to, where the story missions have like suggested levels, so it kind of requires you to do side quests.
Have you ever tried doing requested levels without being that level?
No, I can't say I have actually.
I tried it. I was like level 7, and one of the required level or suggested levels was like 12. I thought, I got this.
Sorry, 4 levels?
I got this. I walked in and basically
you got your ass handed to you.
I came out looking like a prison wife.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Without lube. One does not simply go to a suggested level and not leave with an asshole this big.
No, not unless you are that level or higher.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's essentially what you're looking forward to with this game. Now, there are reviews out now at the time of the recording, and most of the reviews are very, very good. Some even touting it as the best in the franchise.
Oh, we're going to have to do this, aren't we?
Right. I'm sorry, I will not move from my stance. I'm still upset the fact that it's come out. It's another yearly release for the franchise. I mean, I understand that Odyssey and Origins were being worked on by 2 separate studios at the same time, so that's why it's come out so close together.
But it's still a yearly release.
Exactly. We've not had any time to miss the franchise as it was.
I get that, but as I've said, I've been swayed to a different opinion on this. I'm not going to go out and buy it off day dot. I'm really not.
No.
I'm going to get a better review off people and stuff like that of it. But as it stands at this moment in time, I need to apologise because I totally disregarded this game and had no interest whatsoever.
Yeah.
After looking at some of the reviews, some of the gameplay, some of the aspects that have been changed,
And how visually it looks.
And how visually it looks. I am intrigued. I want to play this game.
Okay.
And I need to apologise for slating it as much as I did. So
I won't apologise for my opinions, but I will actually say I'm now going to give the game a chance. Much like Liam, I'm not getting it day one.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
not
wait
getting
for a
day
sale.
I'm going to wait for it to go on sale or do what I normally do and wait for one of my friends to go, have you played it? Nah. Yeah, do you want to lend it? Oh, go on then.
I think I picked up Origins maybe a year and a half after it released for about £30.
Yeah.
I'd say that's as much. That's as low
I think
as
that's a fair price for a game. I think
when this gets down to £30 standard price, or even if it's on sale, I'll consider picking it up.
I mean, I'm a little bit higher than you. I'd say at least for an Assassin's Creed game, I'd go about 35.
35, 40 maybe.
Yeah, that's my ballpark.
That's our ballpark. 30 to 40 quid.
Yeah, but especially when we grew up looking at games, going, how much? 30 quid for the game?
Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Whereas
And now
like,
we look at
30 quid for a game. Like, fucking hell, that's cheap. That
30 quid for the game. I will buy it now.
I imagine when the Spyro trilogy comes out, that's gonna be around 30 quid because it's like a remaster kind of thing.
Yeah.
Crash was similar. That came out like 30 to 40 quid, I think. So
I don't know. See what happens.
yeah,
You'll have to excuse me.
It's alright. We're done now. We're actually finished. That is the last piece of news to talk about this episode. Oh god, no, there isn't. I forgot entirely. My opinion. My apologies. So Liam, go on. This is what you want to talk about. We were supposed to put it in earlier. I totally forgot. I'm sorry. This is your time to shine, boy.
Machine Gun Kelly has give up the beef with Eminem. Oh, yes. I felt so nice to say. He's given up the beef with Eminem. He's gone to an interview and he's tried making out that his song Rap Devil was lyrically and just all round better than Eminem's anything that Eminem put on Kamikaze, which was a surprise album, which also has the theme song for Venom in. Yeah, I'll show you that later. Now, in Kamikaze, Eminem does diss Machine Gun Kelly. It's not old news. It's not new news. It's old news. Everyone knows about this.
Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly then fired back, allegedly with Rap Devil. Now, allegedly, Machine Gun Kelly tries saying that he wrote this song and produced this song and everything in 4 hours. Mm-hmm. You ask anyone in the music industry, myself included, I've been in the music industry, as in when I went to college and I was working in a studio for my own work experience. Mm-hmm. It is impossible to write, produce, film everything that he's done in 4 hours. Mm-hmm. So people started doing a little bit of digging into this. Rap Devil got brought out 7 months before Kamikaze. Why? I'll tell you why, because Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly both signed up to the same recording label. Mm-hmm. I'll have to... Can you Google that quick to see what it is? Why carry on talking?
Like Interscope or something like that, isn't it?
I think it's Interscope, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to say the wrong one.
Okay.
I do believe it's Interscope, though. So when Eminem was releasing this surprise album, shared staff of Interscope...
Yeah, Interscope Records.
Yeah, Interscope Records. Surprised, the staff that worked in Interscope Records obviously know Eminem's releasing an album, know that Machine Gun Kelly's going to be getting slated on it, so people have gone and told Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly then has made Rap Devil and released it 7 months prior on SoundCloud, which it's there. Go and check it out. It's blatantly there. It's got a date on it and everything. It's 7 months early. And now everyone's trying to turn around. He's trying to turn around saying he's dissing Eminem and how he done it all in such a small time, and it took Eminem a week. Eminem has then released Kill Shot, which again, no, it's his latest, one of his latest songs. Mm-hmm. Directly dissing Machine Gun Kelly, and lyrically, Eminem just wipes the floor with him. Machine Gun Kelly, like the one line that he says in Kill Shot, Eminem says in Kill Shot, is, "You dissed me, I'm complexed. Insult me on one line and compliment me on the next."
Yeah,
because that's how his whole song went on Rap Devil.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And as I was looking into it, and we were looking into it in a bit more and all that, Eminem just does not give a shit about Machine Gun Kelly. He doesn't care. No. He doesn't care. In Machine Gun Kelly sitting there going, "He's trying to ruin my career by stopping me going to certain places and all of that." Eminem had to give him a career. Eminem had to make at Kamikaze to release an album to diss Machine Gun Kelly for people to realise who the fuck Machine Gun Kelly was. So Eminem has given Machine Gun Kelly his career. And now he's destroying it because Machine Gun Kelly couldn't try being Mr. Big Man.
Yeah.
Right, alright, back in the early days, what colour was Eminem's hair?
Blonde.
What colour's Machine Gun Kelly's hair?
Blonde.
What Eminem first started off doing rap in a black majority music industry. What's
and
it?
Neighborhood as well, wasn't it?
And in a neighbourhood. What's Machine Gun Kelly doing?
The exact same thing.
Exactly. So in the song Kill Shot, Eminem is basically calling Machine Gun Kelly Stan. Now, if anyone knows anything about rap, Stan is a song that Eminem released years and years ago. And the song is basically all about a crazed fan who believes he is Eminem. He needs to be with Eminem. He's just completely obsessed. Now he's basically turning around and saying that Machine Gun Kelly is a stan. But the best part of this whole story I'm trying to get to is Machine Gun Kelly then on an interview has turned around and was like, people, well, Eminem's released Kill Shot. What are you going to do? Are you going to fire back with anything? Machine Gun Kelly being the fucking
hard man he is.
Hard man, and I'm going to say this word, wigger, W. Yeah. Well, I had this track lined up and I was ready. I pulled it out. I heard Kill Shot. I put that shit back. No, you didn't. You didn't. I'm sorry. Like, if me and you were to go at each other, I dissed you. You released a track dissing me. Well, I released another track dissing you.
Yeah, if I had something to fight back with,
you're gonna fire back with it.
Back.
It's natural. He's got nothing to go back to. So what's Eminem done? Eminem's got his nutsack out, put it on MJ's FOD, and has released another song called "I'm Not Done," which is another diss towards Machine Gun Kelly.
That's the last one you heard before, isn't it?
Yeah.
I must admit that didn't sound.
It didn't sound like Eminem. I was a bit confused by that.
Have you looked into it? Like actually.
It said it's him.
Okay, well we'll do some live googling right now.
Go ahead.
Just to make sure it is actually him.
What's Eminem song? It's called
"I'm Not Done."
Yes.
I'm not.
See, that was saying real or fake. Well, either way, you got shooting. That's what I'm trying to find.
Let's have a look.
We'll find out for you right
We'll find out live while we're recording this.
If this is real, it's the third. It's going to be another track that Eminem has slated them with, and Machine Gun Kelly has not fired back yet.
Okay, well the problem is so far I'm just finding things to say. Okay, let's see about. Right, we've searched.
Real. Let's try and find it fake.
Fake. Let's see. Still nothing yet.
I mean, it only got released last week, so.
That last week. What was last week date wise?
Last week from this day, so Wednesday last week.
Okay.
But just get the lyrics up for me a sec.
Is that it there? I think. Let's have a look. Is this the?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Okay. Well, apparently it's by someone called Denance.
No, it's the person that's who chased the lyrics up and done all that for them.
Oh, okay. No, look, it says it's being sang by Denance.
Oh, it does, yeah.
The song is called "I'm Not Done" by Denance.
So apparently this isn't an Eminem track then.
Oh, okay. So someone else is throwing that in the mix then.
And so someone else is firing.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Someone else is firing shots at Machine Gun Kelly, and he's not responding to anything.
Nope, evidently not.
He released an album called Binge, where people were saying he was trying to say that it was going to have disses on. It was going to be like subliminal disses. People have scrutinised that track. There's not a single diss towards Eminem on that track. You know what I mean? Basically, all Machine Gun Kelly has done is took this whole beef, released an album, knowing he's going to get more sales for it.
Yeah, because obviously he's sort of like a hot topic now with this beef against Eminem.
But
again, giving him a career.
Exactly, Eminem has given him a career.
Yeah.
Now, okay, I'm looking at it from a biased point of view. I am an Eminem fan. I'm also a Machine Gun Kelly fan. But Machine Gun Kelly's shooting above his... He's punching above his weight.
Yeah.
The biggest thing Machine Gun Kelly has ever said about Eminem is, "You're old." Yeah, he's 45.
Yeah, he also had that line about his beard or something like that.
And someone grabbed me his clippers, his fucking beard's weird.
I mean, I'd class that as a diss, but that's
like the
pretty fucking weak.
But yeah, even in Kill Shot, Eminem turned around and goes, "You can fill a whole page with a 10-year-old's rage." Because that's exactly what it is. It's like he's sat in a corner with a 10-year-old rage going, "His beard's weird. He's old. He smells." Yeah, that's pretty much. But even turning around and that's what I'm trying to say about Eminem. Lyrically, he's a god. I don't care what anyone says.
He's
lyrically,
a rap god.
He's a rap god. He's a lyrical rap god for the simple fact of this man. Machine Gun Kelly turned around. Something I can't even remember the song, so I don't listen to it that much because, like I said, I'm more of an Eminem fan. Something to do with the last time he seen 8 Mile. It was whilst he was running or some shit like that. So Eminem was like, "Alright, son, fuck yes, I'm gonna get you back at this one." And he turns around and he goes, I wrote something on I wrote a signature on the starter cap. Something, and I can't think of the actual words, but it's along the lines of, he says that, and then it carries on with, I was too busy watching 8 Mile on another track. Now another track is a treadmill with a TV screen on it.
Okay.
So technically he's saying, yeah, you're right. Last time I seen 8 Mile, I was running. Because I was running on my North track, watching it on my telly.
Okay.
That's the lyrical genius of this man. Can we just get that right now? That's the lyrical genius of this man.
Yeah.
You cannot diss Eminem. This man will slate his home. This man will slate his mother. You ain't got a chance. This is why I love him. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, and Machine Gun Kelly, sorry to keep putting firing back at him. Machine Gun Kelly sitting there. I rapped it with facts. I give facts. That's all I did. He was just taking the piss and kill shot. I rapped facts. Go back to Recovery. That was 4 albums ago. Hey, Machine Gun Kelly. Recovery was only 3 albums ago. Get your facts straight before you start coming out with facts.
Oh man.
Oh, top and tail of it. Eminem slating him left and can slate him left, right, and centre. If he really wanted to, he could get 50 to slate him. As he turned round in a song as well, he's sitting there going, "I don't care about your career." Or one phone call to Swayze. One phone call to Swayze. One call phone to someone into scope, and you'll be Swayze.
Yeah.
Which is referring to Patrick Swayze,
who is dead.
Who is also, he's dead.
Yeah.
And his film, Ghost.
Oh, yeah.
See,
okay.
Lyrically, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
He's just a lyrical genius. You can't beat this man. The only way you're going to beat this man is in a fist fight, and let's be honest, Machine Gun Kelly looks like your stick drawings you done in primary school. Yeah. Eminem ain't like the biggest man, but you got a bit of beef on him. You snap him in half. And this what reminds me of Machine Gun Kelly starts writing, starts singing all about how can I look up to you? I'm 6'4", you're only 5 something. Eminem fired back with something along the lines of even if I was 3 foot, you'd still look up to me. And it's only true that you'd suck a dick to be me for a few seconds and shit like that. He's going to have to wear sandals because as long as I'm around, it's always going to be shady. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, this man, you can't diss this man. He's a lyrical genius. And it's just, oh, God. I don't care. I'm an Eminem fan.
Not to be ashamed of that, mate.
Machine Gun Kelly needs to just back the fuck down, accept he's fucked up, and recover what little he's got of his career left. Yeah. Because if he carries on this way, he's going to end up like Ja Rule and Benzino. You haven't got a clue they are.
The name Ja Rule rings a bell, but Benzino doesn't ring well.
Ja Rule and Benzino. Benzino was like an editor for, I think he was an editor for a magazine that dissed Eminem, and Eminem just ripped the arse end out of him, destroyed his career, like to the point that the magazine had to fire Benzino and everything. Yeah. No one knows who he is anymore. Ja Rule fucked up big time because he mentioned Hailey's name in a song, and Eminem went at him, 50 went at him, D12 went at him, Bizarre, the fat one from D12, went at him, and he was just sat there going, I've got nothing here. So then his career took a dive. And this is exactly the same way that this little stand's gonna go as well. Yeah. That's my opinion on it.
Fair enough then. But yeah, I think that wraps up this week's episode, right?
Yeah, raps.
Oh, god damn it. Puns for days, we got them. So, oh god, it's been a long one. So, thank you all very much for sitting here listening to us. If you've been watching on YouTube, thank you very much for watching as well. We do appreciate every little view, like, subscribe, every little thing you can do for us. 'Cause
every little thing
is gonna be alright. We can't say anymore, we'll get copyright.
Yeah.
So, we'll see you guys next week and the game.
Fuck you.
Yes, of course, the game. We all lost, as we always do. We love you guys very much, and we'll see you then.
Deuces.
Bye-bye.
At what point was she talking about love? You know, just about where your mate was just like...
Humping something that wasn't there.
Just humping dry hair. Oh, God. Right.
What can I say, mate? I've not had sex in a while. I get it where I can. Even if it's not real. Yes, right, I said it.